And we're in. And welcome back to Final Fantasy, where last time, if I recall correctly, my memory's a bit, should I say, busy at the moment, processing? Anyways, if I remember correctly, we defeated Ifrit, which was fun. It was a proper boss battle. We failed once, which was actually kind of refreshing, because I didn't notice that spike or whatever we had to beat, but hey, good to know for the future. And other than that, we didn't save them, did we? Well, I'm not gonna keep us down. Let's see, our next mission is a level 20 mission. I forgot to look up what level we get the mount at. Whatever. I guess our main objective is to do more MSQ, obviously, and reach level 30. Once we hit level 30, we can become a black mage officially, and as well as we can switch classes and have fun with other things, including subclasses. For crafting, for materia, also something we learned about last episode, so yeah, I guess you could say our goal is level 30, of which we are 28 and, what would you say, a little under a third? Actually, no wait, there's a numerical value right there. So yeah, about a third of the way through, so that means we need 1 2/3 XP. You know what, we're not here to do math, we're here to game. Hero in the making. Is that supposed to be me? Could have gotten a better hero, trust me. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea, now all seeking forbidden knowledge and magic power. But for your character and courage, what do you mean character? You were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Envy. Thereafter, you traveled the realm, not really, aiding those in need without thought of reward. Not really, I mean, technically I was there for XP, which was always going to be a reward, and I only did one mission the other two places, so I wouldn't say I'm well-traveled. However, confirming to Thancred that the Scions would benefit from your aid. Well, technically anybody would benefit from my aid, including enemies. You never know what I could do. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Ifrit. Well, we got one good shot, but yes, my fire burned hotter than his. That's quite an accomplishment if you think about it. You have achieved a great deal in a short time. Yes, I have, but short time? And won fame in doing so? Not really. Alas, fame does not come without a price. I'm not famous. As you will soon discover, I'm not famous. What, you want to have a staring contest? We have guests, Mechanist, or rather, you have guests. Who the heck knows I'm here? Aren't you supposed to be a secret society? Beg pardons? Okay. Am I under arrest? I'm under arrest, aren't I? Why? Oh, Lady Minfilia, radiant as always. I am given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. You're here to arrest me still, right? I'm here on behalf of the Maelstrom, Grand Company of the Ocean, to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. So I'm not under arrest? As you can see, Mechanist, your recent exploits have garnered you the attention of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Listen, if they're willing to pay me, I'll do any job, don't care what company it's for. I have no allegiance. Each organization would have Ifrit's Bane for its own. Is that my name now, Ifrit's Bane? I do have an actual name. You've called me by it. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. I'm not getting married. I'm a young adventurer. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. Sure. I find myself wondering how word of Mechanist's deeds spread so quickly. Yeah, I'm curious about that too. I thought I was under arrest. That the immortal flames should know of his triumphs is to be expected, but what of the other grand companies? Yeah, somebody was talking. Your reputation precedes you, Master Ex Machina. That don't sound right. Say my full name, or only my first name. 'Tis no ordinary man who could face a primal and emerge the victor. I'm a machine, not a man, but thank you. The Order of the Twin Adder, which is a snake, has in need of valiant men such as you. Join your strength with ours, friend. Together, let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the 12's woods. You do know I've pretty much sworn allegiance to the desert, right? Your snake proposal doesn't really help. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Master Ex Machina. It's Mechanist Ex Machina or Mechanist. Not my last name. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. Why, even before you aided us against the Amaja and their dread primal, you mean dead primal, yours was always a respected name in Ul'dah. Thank you. Now, when can we get down to business and take out the crime syndicate? I just took care of your beastmen problem, for now. Perfect time to take care of the syndicate problem. Our people know you and love you well. Aw, I'm loved, but I'm not famous, so how? A man of your talents, I'm a machine. It belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Ul'dah. Technically, I've been doing that, so I guess I'm already part of the immortal flames. And what do you want? You know, it's funny that the red one isn't for the immortal flames. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Really? Because I based this character off of a villain I like. How often does she speak of you, friend? I met her once! It is only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Like the name, join your strength to ours and together let us see the grand vessel of Liminsa. Hey, I think I got it right this time. To the shores of glory. Not gonna lie, the flame officer had a better way of asking for help. So right now they're winning, and not just because I happen to live in the desert. Believe me, I hate the desert. Too bad one of you don't represent the Arctic. I'd be there in a second. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking. Lady Minfilia. Very well. What are you gonna do, stop me? I mean, I wonder if she could. I am a member of the Scion now. If she forbids it, would I have to follow the rules, or would I have to eliminate her and take charge? That's for another day. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help to clarify your thoughts on this matter. Not really, I'm pretty much going to go with the flames. I've been doing so much work in Ul'dah. Pretty much started here, leveled here, my classes are here. I've done the most work here, I know the most people here. Why would I choose anything else? As you know, the grand companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. What technology? I mean, you have airships, but doesn't everybody have that? Otherwise, it seems like it's pretty average. Everybody has an aetheryte net. Everybody has airships, so what do you mean by technology? And honestly, I'm still like it here. I have work here. Let me rephrase that. I still don't like the desert. I still don't like the heat. But I still have to take down the syndicate, so I have unfinished business here. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea. Can I establish a 4th? The cold-hearted machines? Actually, was it the Twin Adder, the Fire People, and the Maelstrom? Flame Commander, Flame Company? So, Fire, Storm, which is wind or lightning. The Twin Adder is just snakes. You could have come with something better. So if I were to create an Arctic one, Arctic Fangs. Yeah, that'd be the Cold Fangs, the Arctic Fangs, something like that. Sorry, where were we? There are 3 such organizations. I think there should be a 4th, the Arctic Fangs. I will lead that one. And our color will be... thinking silver, white, or like a whitish gray. No, a bluish white. Like if you were to take white and drop one drop of blue in it. Yeah, the Arctic Fangs. Anyways, sorry, got off track again. The maelstrom of the ocean, I said it right once, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, the Forest, and the Immortal Flames. Yeah, that's what it was, Immortal Flames. So Maelstrom, Wind or Water or Lightning, or all of them. Kinda greedy. The Twin Adder, just 2 snakes. And the Immortal Flames. Honestly, better name. Serving a grand company means serving the nation to which it belongs. I've already been serving Old Daw, I'm already an Immortal Flame. Let's get that straight. You'll be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. Again, that's what I've been doing for the Immortal Flames. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards. Well, I guess all I got was that earring that I forgot to take off, so better rewards would be nice. Although technically I'm just here for XP, but I'm not going to split hairs. Some of which may well prove useful to you in your other endeavors. Can I buy XP? If you are agonizing over which of the grand companies best deserves your loyalty, the Immortal Flames, be at ease. Yeah, I've already chosen. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Oh, so I can betray them? Great. That's what I want to hear. Oh, don't worry about who you're going to pick. You can just betray them, leave them. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so, and yet I can see that it is no small choice you face. Ah, a thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Yeah, I wasn't planning on attending because I already was there and I saw what happened. I think that's a pretty good remembrance service. As part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each grand company will deliver an address. And a phone number? Hearing these addresses and phone numbers ought to help you make your informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? I'm ready to join the Immortal Flames. A fine suggestion. You are wise as you are beautiful, milady. Very well. Let Mechanist, thank you for saying my name, hear our leader speak, then return here with his decision. I'm already joining the Immortal Flame. I'm pretty much already an Immortal Flame. We eagerly await your answer. I'm joining the Immortal Flames. Here's your answer. You annoyances. And you watch your bar talk. I thought I was getting arrested. Still not convinced. I know, why are you still here? I was going to join you at your respective places. Oh, let's see, I know full well that the adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the discipline of military service. Speak for yourself, but I strongly urge you to join a grand company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You get to proceed with the game. Yes, that's the only reason. You are possessed of great power. You could have said that differently. Mechanist, thank you for saying my name. And with it, you are capable of doing untold good, or evil, haven't decided yet. Yet know that great power is wont to attract attention. Not all of it friendly. No, could you call anybody but, the guildkeeper. What's her name? God, I need to upgrade my memory. She's the only one who's been friendly to. Oh, actually, no. The one guy was pretty friendly to me, who caused me to have a mental breakdown and remember the past. There will be those who wish you ill. Well, a machine can't get sick, so there's no point in wishing that. You get 2 other wishes though, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. You know, you're speaking just fine. What the heck? Is it because all these people are here? Yet however vigilant you are but one man, machine. In the midst of a grand company, however, you'll be one man, machine, against many. Many man, many machines. Because I'm a machine, not a man. Human, that is. A friend amongst friends. Oh, yeah, I only have two friends, don't I? I have the keeper of the guild here in Udaw, I can't remember her name. Momodi, I believe. It just occurred to me. As well as, I just had his name and now he's gone because I just thought of Momodi's name. My buddy here in the Scions. Alacred. No. No. Thamcred. Not Alacred. Thamcred. I need to upgrade my memory. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. Well, I pretty much solo the danger, so that's actually a negative to join the Grand Company. I can think of no better arrangement. I can! Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. So, you just said I can join any company I want and leave any company I want. Now you're saying I can join all three? Then what's the point? The Grand Company sink. Yes, looking at you, Maelstrom. Seek to protect their own nations. I'm already protecting Uldaw. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Yeah. So when I serve Uldaw, it'll be under the Immortal Flames, and when I protect the world, it'll be through a Scion. Don't need the Adder or the Maelstrom, although I do like the name Maelstrom. Now then, I expect that you'll be afield more often in the future. What? I'm not going to turn to a field. As such, I would have you carry this Link Pro with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. So a cell phone, or a pager, something like that. Eorzea is changing, Mechanist, and you have the power to help shape it anew. Yes, and I can shape it any way I want, can't I? Best be on my good side. You don't want me helping out the bad guys. Yet. I'm kidding, I don't even know if you can do the betrayal arc in this. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now, it is time you made ready for your journey. Another one, I just beat Ifrit. I guess I did technically take a break, so I should be rested. Before you depart, be sure to speak with Tataru. She will apprise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. Well, I see where this episode's going, but if I recall correctly, this is the mission we can get a mount. Ooh, I think we actually got a mount. So it was 20, not 25, despite the fact I'm level 28. Ooh, if that's the case, ooh, that's so good. So good. Because that means we finally got a mount, which means traveling should be a lot faster. And it means that literally the next step is to become a black mage. Then a white mage. Which technically we already are, but you know what I mean. As well as leveling up all the subclasses. So we can craft materia, make ourselves stronger. All that good stuff. But having a mount? Yeah, way better for doing that. Travel times hopefully will be a breeze. I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting. Yeah, I thought I was getting arrested. You need to pay. Next drink's on you. Mechanist. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly and often. A too few many times. Or to a too few many people. Yeah, think. Next time, I'll be sure to hold my tongue. Literally, if necessary. I appreciate the thought. Anyway, I expect you to know where and when the remembrance services are taking place. I expect you want to know. If all goes as planned, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold the first of the three services, and Elder Seed Seer Kanisena, okay, will deliver her address at Meketo's amphitheater. Okay? I should probably mention at this point, due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all of the involved parties, it's possible that the Order of the services might change. So there's not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you need to go to Udal, we're already here, might have to be second, or Flame General Robin Alden. That's the guy I like. I don't know if he's a friend yet, but he's the one who caused me to have the memory breakdown. We'll be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumored there's to be a special guest, me. How exciting. Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom. I was going to say stateroom in Limsa, the ocean, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Marrowwib Blowthwin Mary will be giving her address. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry Xanthiel. Okay, that's a weird name. And he will admit you. Got all that? Oh, off you go, then. I hope you find the remembered services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in the pre-described order, though with your record of impeccable timing and look, the schedule may change in favor of your preferred travel plans. Farewell. So I can do this in any order I want, is what I'm getting at. So, what do you think? Should we go to... You know what, let's go... Well, he said the Adder was supposed to be first, then technically Uda second, and then the Ocean third. Yes, I call these by a different name, sorry. But if I really want to... Let's do Adder first, because I seriously doubt I'm going to like them. Then Maelstrom second, because they have the most... They're the most likely ones to take me away from Uldal, and then we'll save Uldal for last. That way we'll also be here, because I'm assuming we have to come back here. Alright, time for some fast traveling. And yes, I am perfectly... Okay, you know what? This isn't going to work. We'll just do this one, do this. Gridania. Open up the map. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's hear these people talk their talk about why their city-state's so great. Only for us to ignore and pick Uda. Although I imagine for most gamers they actually pick, depending on what happens. Not me. I've pretty much already sworn allegiance to Uda. Now, where am I going here? Looks like here? Oh yeah, the achievement person's here. Well, if we do in fact get our mount from this mission, then I'll have to come back to see if we, have enough for a mount. That's not a chocobo. And how do I know it's a chocobo? Because it's always a chocobo. Always is. There we go. That was no time at all. It only cost us $500, but we have 16,000, so I think we're good. Alright. Time for a long-winded speech. Oh boy. Okay, all the people gather round, gather round, gather round. I clearly don't stick out at all. And neither do they. Clearly. Alright, quick, get this started. I spent $500 to get here. Get on with it. Assuming I don't fall asleep, that is. Our forebears... What? Were once strangers in the 12's woods. Technically, I'm not going to get into that. Fearful of the green wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dampened sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. Boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hure and the Elizen settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folks of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today. Great. Do you see the Gridanian standard there, hanging beneath the Elder Seed Seer? You two were on the caravan I was traveling on, right? Or am I wrong? I'm probably wrong. The entwined serpents represent the unity of the Hur and Elizin. An elegant symbol, do you not agree? It's alright. 6 out of 10. Maybe 7. In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. If ever we have fought to protect the sanctity of the 12 Woods. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the 12 Woods. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, you look like you've seen some things, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder, that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat. So basically, you were so pathetic that when the Garlean Empire came to fight you, you asked for everybody's help. That's what I'm getting. We don't fight, we'll get everybody else to fight for us, so we started an alliance. I'm probably wrong about that, but that's what it sounds like to me. 5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartanu. Yeah, we already know this, we were there, we saw what happened. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanians' lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity, which wiped everybody's mind so nobody remembers it happened. Yeah, everybody knows something happened. The scars borne by our force are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force. Emboldened by our suffering, they test our defenses nigh without cease and prey upon the vulnerable. Or so beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us. Well, it sounds like if you knew how to actually fight, you wouldn't be having these kinds of problems. Instead, you're asking everybody else for help, including me. I'm not helping you at all, Adder. Unless I have to. And that means that Ulda, the ocean, and the Sans have to say go help him. On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join me in honoring their memory. I will honor their memory. But it sounds like if you guys could actually bear your weight in a fight, you wouldn't be having nearly as many problems. And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell? I was there and I can remember. Yeah, these people give a bad vibe. Probably just me, but the destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzea and Garlean alike. Yet, while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the 12's Woods. Yeah, and if you fought back, they probably wouldn't have. Us here in Ulda have to deal with the crime syndicate, the primals, and your problems. Let none be mistaken, the Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. Not the primals? Well, I guess I did beat a primal. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Exactly. Not what it means to fight, to defend our homes, but to unite, meaning to get everybody else to do your work for you. I'm not coming back here unless I have to. Which sucks, because I believe here is where the White Mage is, this is where I got it, as well as the Lancer job, which becomes a Dragoon. Why? Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fallen man. Maybe you. Thence is harmony lost, yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. Peace and love, right? We are gathered to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. What action? You mean getting everybody else to do your work for you? I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. You can't even do this alone, you need everybody else to help you. And together let us heal the force wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath the ancient boughs for serenity, purity, and sanctity. Why don't you get off your... I'm not going to, but get out there and do some work yourself. Come on. Don't like everybody moved here is lazy and wants everybody else to do the fighting for them, so they can... I don't even know what they do here. I'm guessing farming? Yeah, this was a waste of time. Good thing we did it first and got it out of the way. Although I guess I did pay my respects to the fallen people who did fight, and probably all the ones who did fight died, and all the ones willing to fight also died. That's why nobody willing to fight here. Whatever. Up next, the ocean. Maybe that'll have a better speech. What do you have to say, little one? If you'll permit me, Alphanode, Alf, I'll call you Alf, and my sister Alice, I'll call you Alf and Ali, at your service. What kind of services do you provide? I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. We met on a traveling cart. Of course we are both travelers. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment. Why did you pause? Okay, are we done here? Of course not. The Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have to contend with two beast tribes. The Ixal are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition, and won't just summon their bloodthirsty primal Garuda. Ooh, Garuda. Never liked Garuda. I respect Garuda, I don't like it though. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and long have been on friendly terms with the Gridanians. Until recently, that is. Alas, they have grown aloof, and change observed at roughly the time they summoned the primal Ramu. Hey, I like Ramu, no wonder they're somewhat peaceful. Ramu seems to be level-headed most times. Although you still gotta smack him because he's a crotchety old man sometimes. But I swear I just do that to help him with his back. The Gridanians have no love for war, and they consider open conflict a last resort. Yeah, I could tell. Though they clash with the Ixal, ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. Of course not! If you have a problem, why go solve it? Why not just keep... I'm not going to. As for the Sylphs, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it is broken. Something tells me a few story missions. The 12's woods are grievously wounded during yes, we know, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. Every place is vulnerable to attack. The people are hopeful that restoring the wood, and thereby restoring the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. And how long will that take? Centuries, I wager. Oh, so their plan is even to fight. They want to plant more trees and hope that it calms everybody down. I am not coming back to the 12's woods. I prefer the 100-acre woods. If you got that, nice. Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their incursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Is she my next fight? I'd love if she was next. Fried chicken. Whether the Grandonians like it or not, sooner or later it will come to all-out war. And when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster, because it can't fight for itself. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them, then? All the worth. Because they can't fight for themselves, I could take on an army. I took on a primal. Of course they would pay top dollar for me to protect their entire country, because they can't do it themselves. Okay, I'll see you guys at the ocean. The question is, can you pay to travel like I can? Yeah. For as beautiful as a place this is, yeah. I've made it pretty obvious how I feel. Alright. Up next, the ocean. The ocean. Then so the months. There we go. Ooh, 600. Alright. Now, they said I have to go talk to somebody over here. And they'll let me in. Yeah, right here. Cool. Again, can I just ask, why are the immortal flames not red and the maelstrom not blue? Whatever. You're to attend the Remember service. Be quick, the Admiral is due to give her address at any moment. Yep, even though she was supposed to be third, I'm making her go second. That's right, she's accommodating me. A few more points in your column. I'm still joining Oda, but you still get a few more points from me. And here's Admirable, I can't say her name, so I call her Mary. Well, she looks, for being a sailing city, she looks like she needs more sun, doesn't she? Like a lot of sun. Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me, look upon this our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. Already off to a great start compared to the Twin Adder. Okay, let's see what you have to say. 700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. See, they have forefathers. The other one had forebears. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, the Ocean City has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond. Well, that's quite a claim, and Atlantis made quite a claim like that, and now they're at the bottom of the sea. Be careful, Mary. Actually, I guess Meryl would be better. I think her name's Meryl Webb, so I'm calling you Meryl. Hey, how'd you two get here? Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is rather stirring standard, I must say. So like boats? The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates. Okay, so that's why they're red. Then why are the twin flame blue? While the black longship represents a pirate vessel. Looks more like a Viking vessel, but sure. We'll go with pirates. When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilfer's bloody executioners, and together we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartanu. See, right there. Oh, somebody's coming to attack us. We'll beat them on the battlefield. What did the Twin Adder do? Oh, somebody's coming to fight us. We gotta form an alliance with everybody else so they can take care of our problems for us. Because we can't fight. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limensa. Hey, I got it right. Should be easy. I don't know why I can't say it. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage, yet many of ours did not survive. Well, I'm pretty sure the Immortal Flames fought harder, and with more honor. Oh, she said courage, not honor. I'll give you the courage, but I'm pretty sure the Immortal Flames fought harder. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea. Nice, straightforward, no flowery language, pay respect to those who fought. Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. That's usually what the ocean represents as freedom, so it makes sense. Much of their beast tribes have, small wonder, beneath the surface, one more struggle to tell them apart. Is that supposed to be an insult or a compliment? It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck, 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. When I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? People of action, I like you. Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotno. The Sahagan creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god. Oh yeah, Beastkin? These are basically just a nice summary of every region. Their enemies, their history. Cool. While the minds of Ogmoro spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. Enough of the ship metaphors I get, but come on. And beyond them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now, the Kurds fly their flag within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. Sure. We are well nigh surrounded, yet there are those amongst us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. Well, if you're a pirate place, that makes sense. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bargain that will bring us victory over beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Again, a woman of action, I like it. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard and pledge to me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves till sea swallows all. Yeah, I like it. Still low to Udall, but nice impression. Very nice. A lot better than the Twin Adder. The only thing I didn't like were all the ship puns. Or not ship puns, ship metaphors. Cool. Not joining you, but you have my respect. What do you have to say? Fancy meeting you again? Not really. Okay, what do you have to say? As the Admiral mentioned in her address, the ocean is plagued by 2 beast tribes. First is the fish-like Sadigan worshippers of the primal Leviathan. Leviathan. The second are the kobolds who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal Titan for their god. I think the only game I've seen do Titan right is, Final Fantasy XIV, the newest one that came out. I think that's the only one that's gotten Titan right. I haven't played it, but I have seen Titan. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the backyard. And that is to say, not for internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood fused between the various factions, and while they fight amongst themselves, the Garleans whet their blades and watch. If the ocean dwellers are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside, and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. Well, I can take care of the primals, they gotta take care of the other stuff. To this end, I expect they will soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom Standard will be drenched in a deeper shade of crimson before long. And a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to the crew is beyond question. Yeah, I'm a great asset to everybody. And I'll see you guys back in Ul'dah. Luckily, I don't have to pay money to teleport there. I can just use my teleport home. That is my home. And I can't wait to see what my fellow brethren and brothers and sisters, have to say. Okay, and return. Take me home, mystical magic. Back to Ul'dah. So yeah, Twin Adder, no. The Maelstrom, if I wasn't so sworn to, Ul'dah, I probably would go with them. And you know what? I'm going to walk there, out of respect. Walk the streets again of my home. Especially if it wasn't a desert. Seriously, turn all the sand to snow, I'd be a million times happier. Okay, where do I go from here? And I missed it. Over here? Oh, that's not a thing. Oh, great. This is gonna be one of those, ain't it? Zoom. Oh, that's why. Okay, my bad. I claim this is my home and I don't even know where I'm going. Okay, past the Pugilist Guild. Honestly, it's up there for maybe a melee class. Not guaranteed, but it's up there. Now if I take the back entrance here... what? Okay, what's up, map? Am I missing something? Do I have to teleport? Fine, I'll use it how it's gonna be nice. I'm like, I'll pay respects, I'll walk. I won't use the Aether Gate. The game said you must use the Aether Gate. Ethernet, whatever it's called. Oh well, whatever. What can you do except accept it and move on? I really need a better staff. I look like I could barely hit somebody with it. Okay, Ethernet. Take me where I need to go. Right here. Because apparently every other way doesn't work. Okay. Back inside. Let's go hear this remembrance and we'll call it a day. Even though I know we're going with the Immortal Flames, we'll call it after this. In next episode, hopefully we'll get our mount and we'll ride it around a little bit. Clippity-clop with our... Well, actually, I don't think a chocobo would clippity-clop. What would that be? What kind of sound would a chocobo make? Flap flap because of the wings? I don't know. I do not know. Okay, last one and we're done. And then I'll make our decision, which we already know what we're doing. Unless they really botched this speech. But I seriously doubt that's gonna happen. Only because I've done so much work here already. I love your armor. Oh yeah, doesn't she ride on a shoulder or something like that? Hark you souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert. I'm not drawn to the bosom of the desert, but whatever. Where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore. I'm guessing by fire you mean the sun? Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold. Where by the grace and glory of Nald Thal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah. Nice way to start. There, at the Flame General's back, flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil, a golden scale of order balance of the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might. So basically, you can't prosper without might, but you can't have might without prospering. Interesting. I like it. Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. Yeah, I just freed a mind for you guys. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartanu, none spent more in blood and gold than we. I believe that. Thus, the 7th Imperial Legion laid low. So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets. Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond as Thal's honored guest. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have brought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into the 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden, and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? Right here. I ask you, is this the great nation of brothers and sisters? Is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage horde of the Ambalaja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade, as well as kidnapping. I took care of that. Meanwhile, the Guardians make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. I have, whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Ul'dah stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you. Line not your coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people. Your Grace. Ralbun? Yeah, she's gonna ride on his arm again, isn't he? I love that. I love this picture. People of Ul'dah, I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measure that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all of Eorzea to see. For victory and fortune, stride fearless into the inferno, for we are by fire reborn. I love that statement. By fire reborn. Not gonna lie, I think the Maelstrom had a better speech, but I know a lot about Ul'dah being here, so I'm still sticking with the Immortal Flames. Fancy meaning you. No, it isn't. It is not. The Ul'Dahns have a long history of conflict with the Ambalaja, the beast tribe that worships the primal Ifrit. I fought and beaten both of them. Judging by your look of disinterest or distaste, I take you've encountered them. Yeah, both of them, and I beat them. The Ul'Dahns do not shy from confrontation, If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. I agree. So they have dealt with Ifrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he is stoked to life. You see? The other ones are just like, oh, they're still there, we have to deal with them. But this is like, oh, they summoned Ifrit again, let's take care of him again. Yet he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Guardians have not gone away. I know they were spying on us. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Uldal has no clear policy on how to deal with them. Yeah, that's because we have a crime syndicate to take care of first. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming they had the coin, resources will ever be finite. Yeah, there's real problems here we gotta address. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Amaja are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Yeah, I can tell. Every time they do so, the Uldal send their forces to smite the Primal, and though they invariably succeed, each victory is bought with blood. It is a war of attrition which they cannot well sustain. Well, they have me now. I'll take care of him every time he pops up, because I will get stronger and stronger, but he will not. Small wonder then that the Immortal Flames are eager to recruit more members. They already recruited me. As such, just per hour, the adventurer of your experience would be a most welcome addition. For their sake, I hope that the Flame General's words struck a chord with you. See, even they want me to join the Immortal Flames. I was already planning on it, and like I said, I think the Ocean Dwellers gave a better speech, but I know way more about Uldal, so I'm just gonna stick with these people. Oh, I'm getting a call. Mechanist, this has been Philia. You are well, I hope. Yep. Would I be correct in thinking that the final Remember service has now concluded? You would be correct. A moment ago you say, what a coincidence. Yeah, sure. Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies. Well, delighted though we are to have them here in the Waking Sands, it would not do it to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. Yeah, I bet they're annoying you. I will. Luckily I'm already here in Uldal. That is a story for next time. So let me ask you, what of the 3 companies would you join based off of what I've said and what they have said, just off the speeches? And if you want to be influenced by me, sure. So let me know down below which of the 3 you would join and why. Mainly, I'm curious to see how many of you would join the Adder. Well, until next time. Well, that was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed playing. This has been TheMechanist, logging off. Until next time.